All right. Hey, shalom. Shalom to the elect of Israel, whoever you might be out there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Qudash. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with a quick lesson, at the plantation and whatnot. But as you can see right here in this picture, the screenshot, man, of a picture that I took, it says freedom forever. It's on the side of a work truck. All right. Now I saw that and I was like, man, that's spiritual. All right. Because that's exactly what's coming to the nation of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you Israelite foreigners scattered throughout all the heathen nations. All right. This is what's at hand. The kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And that entails freedom from oppression forever, man. All right. Freedom forever, man. That's what's coming. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept on that. All right, hopefully you can hear me. All right. We have here the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 20. It's one of my favorites right here. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, the Holy One of Israel in truth. You see that? So the time we're in a time of transitioning of leadership, man. Right now, the world is being ran by a wicked ruler, all right, Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white race, man. And that's why the world is in chaos, as you can see. Everything is out of order, nature out of order, the relationships between men and women are out of order, all right, everything is just fucked up, okay? So the Lord is finna take them down and set up his son Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is gonna give the authority unto the Israelites, man. The 12 tribes, the seed of Jacob. And we're not going to depend on Esau and his system anymore, man. Okay? That's where we at with it. So we're not upset at this place going down, man. We in a different spirit, man, than the rest of the world. We know what's going down, man. All right? We ain't over here pouting and sad because this shit is going down the drain. This is what we need, man. You see Donald Trump, as I call him. All right. He's over there crashing the economies, man. And that's really because the Lord is causing him to do that shit. Because it's over, man. It's over for America, man. It's over for this current society, man, as we see it. So we're not really, depending on this place, man. When everything, pretty much goes to shit, we're going to be dependent on who? Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, because that's who takes care of us, man. We don't need Esau or his fucking system, man. Point blank, period. All right, here we have another one, man, another heavy hitter, right? The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, will have mercy on Jacob, all right, the 12 tribes, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, all right? We need our own land, man. We're here in somebody else's house. All right, Esau came in, kicked the door in, and took America away from the Northern Kingdom, man, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans that were over here. And he pretty much set up shop here. So we're, out of place, man. Our home is in Jerusalem, man. All right. So the Lord's finna clear those gutter rats out over there in the midst of World War III. He's gonna set us back over there. All right. So it says, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And that strangers that it's talking about right here is talking about the Israelite strangers, man. Those who are in the Gentile state. But they're going to come into the truth and realize that they're Israelites at that point in time, man. And they're going to get right. All right, as I'm walking right here, I'm walking down the street and I'm seeing 144 on the phone number, man. Hey, call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Verse 2, what it say? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, for servants and handmaids. That's talking about the heathen. All right, all those that are outside of the nation of Israel, they finna be servants and handmaids, meaning they're gonna be slaves, man. Point blank, period. as it is written. That's what we coming into, man. But this place got to go down before that could be manifested, man. Okay, and we're in the process of that happening right now. So rejoice, man. Okay, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And the main oppressor is who? Esau, Edom, so-called white man, woman and child. They finna go into captivity. They gonna have the worst, harshest slavery in the kingdom that's to come, man. That's right, man. We finna get our get back on their ass, man. So let this place crumble, let it fall, man. We rejoicing every time we see, check the news out and we see some bullshit going down. Hey, we praising Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, that's the right mind state to be in. While the rest of the rebellious Israelites, man, they want to cleave unto this place. They losing their damn minds, and they finna really lose their minds here in the near future, because it's only gonna get worse from here on out for this place. All right, and the brother here at GMS Denver, all right, he did a lesson talking about this, man. They're gonna lose their damn minds, man. All right, they're cleaving up to a burning building, and America is literally gonna be on fire here in the near future, man. Man, I gotta read on a little bit more. There's more to this right here. I gotta continue on. Give me 1 second. Let's go to the next verse real quick. And Lord willing, you can hear me, all right? So this is Isaiah 14 and verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. You see, we're in the land of our captivity, man, yet to this day. Going to these damn jobs, paying bills, getting taxed to death, all right? Being oppressed by the court systems and all type of bullshit, all right? And, even prior to this current situation, we were serving hardcore slavery, man, underneath these goddamn devils, man. Look at the history. They trying to cover it up now, but it's too late, man. The slave ships, you know what I'm saying? All that, man. Chattel slavery. The torment that they put upon us, man, is going to be recompensed. We're going to have rest from this captivity, man. That's what's coming. And that's why this is the good news, man. All right. All made possible by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So we ain't in a mind state of trying to save America, Babylon the Great. This shit is going down. It needs to go down, man. Point blank, period. All right. This ain't our rest, as it tells you in Micah 2 and 10. So don't be comfortable here. All right, verse 4, look, check it out, 144, man. They call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. And what's that golden city, man? America, Babylon the Great. It's going to cease. It's coming to an end. All right, this ain't going to be a kingdom that's going to be up forever. We're at the last seconds of this bitch. All right, this place is going to get destroyed in the midst of World War III. By thermonuclear fire, man. That's the only thing that's coming to this to this place. Your beloved America, it's over, dog. It's over. And good riddance, man. Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's where you're gonna be able to rest and enjoy your family and have a real life. Because you ain't got that here, man. All right. For those of you that have eyes to see and ears to hear. All right, here we have another one. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. What is that talking about, man? It's talking about the third world's war, the war of Armageddon, man, that's getting ready to pop off. We see all the pieces in place for World War III to pop off, man. The war to end all wars, the last war. All right, let's get ready to happen. All right, you 2/3, man, get ready for that draft too. All right, it's coming, baby. All the militaries of the earth are getting ready for this. The Chinese, the North Koreans, the Russians, America, all right, moving all type of different aircraft carriers, moving different B-2 Spirit bombers, right, that are nuclear capable. All these things are happening because it's prophecy playing out, just as it is written. And we've been telling you, man, starting with the elder apostle Tahar on down, man, the men of great millstone have been on point. Okay, you see, they're gonna crash this damn economy, all right, before World War III really pops off. Then they go have the RFID microchip out here, All right, that's coming. So we looking out for that. Anything or any day now, this thing could pop off. All right. It's over, man. Verse 15, check it. It says, and the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world, all right, are become the kingdoms of our Lord, Yahushua, and of his Hamashiach, and he shall reign forever and ever. Yeah, the Lord's finna take the kingdom, man. Along with the Israelites, we're gonna take the authority back through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're not gonna have to goddamn answer to no fucking heathen anymore, man. That's what we rejoicing about, man. The Lord is destroying the prison. But y'all niggas is upset about it. Y'all in uproar because this place is crumbling. This is what you need, man. This is what you Israelites need. You need this place to go down, man. All right, and the Lord is doing it. Okay? All right, so let's continue on. And this is a precept going into you you Israelites that want to continue here. You like your job so damn much. All right, Esau has pacified your ass, and now you want to stay here. You over here praying to white Jesus for this shit to continue on, man. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indies, out of your mind, man. All right? It says, Jeremiah 2 verse 14, what did it say? Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? All right, and that's how you Israelites act. They love this society. You're acting like you're a natural slave. We ain't supposed to be slaves, man. We're only being punished for a time, and the time of our captivity is up. The truth is out here now, and we're waking up to who we are. That's a sign of us coming out of this prison, out of this oppression. But you 2/3 who are still asleep, you want to continue on here, man. You want to continue on in slavery. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Get excited. It's time to go, man. You should want the kingdom to be established, man, in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You should want to be in authority and not always being the tail, man. It's time for us to be the head, man. All thanks to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. So we rejoicing, man. Hey, check this out. This is another one of my favorites, Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 7. And it says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Now this is deep, man. All right. So what does it mean? All right. It means the servants, being the heathen nations, they're in power. They're in a position of authority. That's what their horse represents. All right. Back in the day, in chattel slavery or whatever, you had the slave masters riding up on the horse, man, looking over the slaves and whipping them and whatnot. He was in a position or a seat of power. And that's what's happening right now in these last days, man. You got these heathen ruling over us, man. All right, those are supposed to be our servants, and they're gonna go back to that position. All right, and we're the princes, man. The name Yasharallah, all right, Israel, it means he is a prince of the power. We're the sons of the Most High, but yet we're in captivity, going to work, all right, for these goddamn heathens, which are way beneath us. All right, we're working for our own service, man. That's how the Lord punished us for our rebellion. He said, I'm gonna put your servants over you, and you're gonna serve them. All right, and that's a punishment for your ass, man. And we can see it now. We know damn well they shouldn't be ruling over us, man. We see it clear as day. All right, so that's coming to an end, man, as this place begins to crumble, as the world begins to crumble. All right, so rejoice, man. We're finna be put back on them horses, man. We're finna be put back in the rulership position, starting with the elect, starting with the 144,000, man. Got another one, all right? The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 8. One of my favorites, man. All right? A lot of these scriptures are my favorite, but anyway, it says, he raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord Yahweh's, and he hath set the world upon them. So what does that mean, man? All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to lift the beggar out of the dunghill, man. Who is the beggar right now on the earth? It's the Israelites, man. We on the bottom. We got to go to the enemy for the one of all things. We got to go to his fucking stores, buy his clothes, buy his food at his grocery stores, buy his bottled water. All right, we on the bottom, man. All right, right now we're in that dunghill, man. Okay, being shitted on. But guess what, man? He says he's gonna lift us up from that shitty estate. All right, we're gonna be put back into that godhood, man. So why are you complaining about this place going down? Why are you upset? You gotta, make sure you're in the right spirit, man. It says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. People that are without this understanding, they're gonna be in an uproar and losing their damn minds because they don't know what's really going on, man. All right. All right, hopefully you can hear me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read down a little bit more, okay? All right, verse 9, it says, he will keep the feet of his saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites, right? Starting with the elect. And the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. You see, the Lord is gonna be the one that keeps us, man. It's not gonna be by our own might that we're delivered out of this shit. It's gonna be Yahweh Bashim Yahushua who's gonna preserve his elect, man. And the wicked are finna sit in darkness, man. They finna, be put to silence, man. The wicked being Esau, Edom. All right, the Edomites, they finna be put out, man. Their candles finna be put out. They're no longer gonna be the rulers of the earth anymore, man. Their authority is gonna be snatched from them. That's where we're at, man. Verse 10, the adversaries or the enemies, okay, of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, shall be broken to pieces. It's happening now. We're in the beginning stages of that. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. The Lord Yahweh shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king and exalt the horn of his anointed, man. Now we know the ultimate king underneath the heavenly Father is Yahweh Shai. All right, and then it's King David, and then you got the 144,000 in their respective order. All right, he's gonna exalt his elect, man. That's the time we're in. We're being brought back to power, man, as this place goes down. All right, got to bring this out. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach in the Apocrypha. All right, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, prepare thy soul for temptation. That means prepare for tribulation, man. Difficult times, because that's, it's coming, but we know the end result, man. All right, we finna go through Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna be crazy out here, man. The Lord finna be judging on a whole nother level. All right, a lot of death and destruction is coming. All right, a lot of the luxuries that you've been accustomed to here are gonna be taken away. But guess what, man? It's all going towards the kingdom, man. It must needs be. So prepare yourself for trying times ahead of us. Set thy heart aright. That means get your mind right, and constantly endure. And then the word endure means to suffer, man. We got to suffer patiently and wait for the Lord to return. All right, because he's coming back for his elect, man. We got to hold fast. We got to just make sure that we're stable and remain 10 toes down. All right, because we know the prophecy. We know the end result. All right, he's opening it up to us, man. So, and it says, and make not haste in time of trouble. So don't be quick to give up the faith when, things become crazy out here, because they will get crazy. Don't think for a second there's going to be an easy cakewalk into the kingdom, man. Acts 14 and 22 tells you that through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. And that's no lie, man. We're going to be tried, man. We're going to have to prove to the Lord that we're really down. Even if it means giving up our lives, man. Some of us will be martyrs. We don't know. But we know even, through that we're going to inherit the kingdom, man. All right, because we don't ever really die, man. Death is not final. It's really just a transition of your spirit to another body. That's all. So we got nothing but victory coming through our Lord Yahweh Shai. So constantly endure. All right. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. See, the Lord is increasing us in these last days, man. He's increasing us through the Spirit right now. Brother, spirits are being turned up, man, on another level. He's strengthening us, and it's going to eventually turn into physical strength, man, spiritual power. All right? It's going to manifest in the physical realm. And we want to be here for that, man. I want to see that spiritual power, man. I want that spiritual power. Lord willing. So we gotta remain steadfast. Don't get all discouraged and shit when things don't go your way. We're going to be persecuted, for the truth's sake. We're going to be lied on. Some of us will be put in prison for this understanding that we have, for our testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and our testimony against these goddamn devils. You see, we know these devils don't play fair, man. But hey, knowing is half the battle, right? The Lord gonna step in with that favor at some point in time. We know this. All right, verse 4 says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. See, we're going to lose the things we got right now, especially when they make that RFID microchip mandatory, which is the mark of the beast. All right, they're going to bring it, that digital currency, all that shit. Okay, it's end time prophecy. It must happen. So we're going to lose different things, man. We're going to be like pilgrims upon the earth, moving from place to place. We're not going to have these apartments and homes and the cars that we have now. We're going to have to give all that up, man, in exchange for the kingdom. This ain't our kingdom, man. This ain't, our resting place, man. So, be cheerful, man. It's the Lord transitioning us from this society to his kingdom. That's all it is. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Yeah, we're going to be tried, man. The Lord going to prove us, man. He's proving his men in the times we're coming into. Salakia. Those that remain steadfast, man, they're going to be exalted at their last end. But those who fall out the truth because of the tribulation, they're going to have shame and torment coming for their ass. You Israelites that are now, falling out of the faith now because you're seeing things moving in the direction that you don't like. You're seeing the persecution arising. And now you get a lot of Israelites that aren't the elect, pretty much denouncing their faith. All right. They're that dross that's going to get burned off and purged off in the coming adversity, while the elect are going to be refined. All right. As gold is refined, right? It says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. That's the key right there, man. Trust the process. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man, just trust the process. We walk by faith and not by sight. We believe the Lord got our back, and that's how we move it, man. That's how we rock it, point blank, period. Man, I got to read a couple of more, man. Hold on. Verse 7, ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, wait for his mercy and go not aside, lest ye fall. All right? Just wait. Wait for the Lord to come in. All right? He's done many miracles in times past for the true believers, man. All right? We read about it all the time, man. Romans 15:4 tells you that things are written aforetime for our learning. We're supposed to read them accounts of our forefathers being rescued by way of miraculous works and account that in our lives, man. All right, miracles will be done. We in the time that I like to call Acts 2.0, because in the time of the Acts, you had the apostles doing all kind of miracles in the name of Yahweh Shai, raising the dead, you know what I'm saying, healing the sick. All right, the angels came down and freed Peter from prison. Come on, man, this is the time we in. So don't fall out of the faith when things get hard. Just wait for the Lord, man. Wait to see what he's gonna do. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. There's a reward for those who endure to the end, man. And part of that reward is what? Salvation from the coming destruction. Being preserved in times of famine and war, man. That's what you get when you hold on to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and you don't depart away from him, man. He's looking for those that got genuine faith, man. Point blank, period. There's a reward for that, man. All right, one more. Verse 9, it says, ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. That's what's coming, man. I started out this lesson with that picture of that van where it said, what? Freedom forever. That's what's coming. This nightmare is about to come to an end. Our suffering is coming to an end. We just got to hold on a little bit longer, man. We're at the end. All right, Yahweh Shai gonna be on his way here very shortly. We see all the signs. All right, the uproars of the people, the earthquakes in diverse places, the wars, the rumors of wars, everything is set in place for the Lord Yahweh Shai to return and to bring us into the kingdom, man. All right, here we have the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and verse 26. There is none like unto the power of Jeshurun, and Jeshurun, or Yashawan in the Hebrew, it means I believe it's the firstborn, if I'm not mistaken. That's talking about Israel. That's another name, a code name for Israel. Who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, and in his excellency on the sky. All right, let's read that one more time. I kind of butchered that, so Salakia. It says, there is none like unto the God of Jeshurun, who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, and in his excellency on the sky. All right. The eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms, and he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. Yeah, our enemies are going to be destroyed here in the near future. They on their way out, man. All right, the chief enemy being Esau, Edom. All right, the Edomites, the so-called white race, they on their way out, man. All right, as it is written, man. So rejoice, don't be upset. All right, here we have the book of Isaiah, chapter 2. I'm gonna read a few of these. All right, it says, the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall Salakia. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. And that word mountains goes into governments. We're gonna be the top chief government on the face of the earth, man. We're gonna be the ruling class, man. Everything's gonna go according to our vibration, our laws, statutes, and commandments, which are the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We're gonna be the chief authority in the earth, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay. It says, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai from Jerusalem. What does that mean? That means we're going to be the chief nation in power, man. All right, we're not going to submit to any other heathens. They're going to submit to us and our ways. That's what it's talking about right here. We're coming into that, man. The promises that were given unto our forefathers, we're finna inherit that, man. So we ain't complaining about this shit going down, man. And the Lord is doing it quickly. If you're paying attention, he's hastening the end. Got a couple of more. We're gonna close it out. All right, gotta head out, but I want to bring this out. This is John chapter 18 and verse 36. This is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking, right? Who they ignorantly call Jesus. All right, his true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, and he says this. All right, Yahweh Shai answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. That I should not be delivered to the Jews, but now is my kingdom not from hence. So what was Yahweh Shai talking about, man? He's talking about when he was on the earth, all right, amongst us. He was saying that his servants, his followers, will fight if this was his kingdom. But guess what? This is Esau's world. This is his kingdom we're in. And it's ran its course. We're coming to the end of his kingdom. And we're coming into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that eternal kingdom, that rest that we've been promised as Israelites. Okay? So we're not fighting to stay here, man. This ain't our kingdom, man. This shit is defiled and is wicked. All right? And we had to learn what it was like to be under a wicked ruler, to appreciate the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who we rebelled against at first, man. See, we thought it was greener on the other side. We thought the grass was greener on the other side of the fence, and it's not, man. You see? But now the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right? That's what we fighting to enter into. Not to keep this shit here. Let it burn, man. Let it fall down. Let it circle the drain and finally, come to its demise. This ain't it, man. And I'm going to end it with this right here. All right? The book of Psalms, chapter 84 and verse 10. Another one of my favorites, man. Heavy hitter. It says, I believe this is a psalm of King David, if I'm not mistaken. But it says, for a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. All right? For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. And right now, we in the tents of wickedness, man. Esau, Edom, we in his house right now. All right? It says the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, right? In Job 9:24. So we ain't enjoying ourselves here, man. You got transformers walking all around, momos, PDF files, all right, murderers, drug dealers, drug addicts, just straight weirdos, walking around the earth, man, and wickedness. This ain't it, man. All right, adulterers, adulteresses, all that shit's coming to an end. All right. And pretty much, man, your best day here on earth that you ever had, we've had good days before. All right. Your best day that you've ever had here in this life can't even be compared to a day, in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You can't even compare. All right. You see, when we get to the kingdom, man, when we're brought into that rest, we're going to forget about this shit, man. All right. The Lord said he's going to wipe away all tears from our eyes, man. We're going to be in joy forever, man. Freedom forever. We're going to be sovereign, man, completely. Our children are going to be able to run freely. All right. Amongst many other great blessings that are coming to the children of Israel, man. So, that's the point, man. I'm in this lesson right here, man. America's going down. The current society that you see around you is going down. And it's all to the good, man. All right. Because the Lord is bringing his kingdom with his son, Yahweh Shai. So I'm in this lesson right here. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Kwam Yasharallah and Abad Babal. Cheer up, man. It's almost over. Shalom.